Skibbity bop, everyman.
How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Sports Card Everyman. Now, today, I did get another PSA submission back. Now, I have three piles of cards, that I'm going to show you. The first one are, like some holds, some that I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with, some sell immediately cards, and then long-term PC cards. And to be honest, maybe not the majority, but a lot are long-term PC cards, which is super exciting because, as much as I like flipping and quote-unquote investing, I love making and building my collection. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first card here is a hold. This is a Shane Bieber first Bowman Chrome Gem Mint 10 card. Now, the reason this is a hold is he has quite the resume. He's got, a Cy Young. but 2020 was his big year, which was a shortened year. So I just kind of want to hold. It's $100, I think, right now. So it's not worth selling right this instant when the upside could be quite big. So that's a hold right there. And another hold. I believe these are my only two holds. We'll see. Corey Seeger, World Series MVP, multiple-time All-Star. He's certainly not the face of the Dodgers, though. That would belong to Mr. Mookie. But, it is a Gem Mint 10. So, I'm just seeing what's going to happen here. There are rumors that he might get, maybe not traded, but I think his contract might be up. So, again, the card isn't worth it enough to justify selling or keeping right now. So, that's a hold right there. All right. The next one, I believe it's the next two, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. The next two I'm trying to sell as a lot. And that would be this pair of Peyton Manning rookie 9s right here. Now, this one I knew would get a 9. This one I'm disappointed about. I inspected the card and absolutely knew or thought that it was going to get a 10. So I'm pretty upset about this one. And I would have kept it. It would have been a long-term PC hold. So, I have a BGS 9.5, a true gem of the base, not the season opener, but the base Topps Manning. So because of that, I'm just going to sell both of these. It's been listed. I haven't sold it quite yet. I think I'm asking $150 for the pair. So we'll see. Jamal Murray. This was, I got this right around the bubble when he was absolutely going off. And I do live in Denver, so I'm a fan. But, if it was a 10, I'd keep, but it's not. I knew it would get a 9. I saw it, and you can see it. Little surface scratch right there. See it right there? So, I knew that would happen. It's okay. Oh, and it's slightly off center. You can tell if you look right there. So, trying to sell that one too. I have a lot of nuggets that I'm trying to sell, so I'll try and get rid of that. This one I'm disappointed about. I thought this would get a 10. And if it was a 10, I would have kept it. But, it didn't. This is like a $100 card, I think. It's just such a really cool looking card. So I just absolutely love, the way it looks. Disappointed on that one, but that's okay. It's Michael Jordan. It shouldn't sit too long. Randy Moss. I knew this would get a 9 just because of the centering right there. I think I'm just going to try again on this guy. I would love it. I need a Gem Mint 10 Moss rookie. And I love this 98 class. Lots of studs in here. Manning, Moss, several more if I'm not mistaken. Hall of Famers and such. But Moss and Manning headline the year. This one I knew would get a 9 because of centering. Siakam. I've had trouble selling some of these newer guys, which is kind of a bummer. All right, these last two are complete duds. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll sell them for $10 or something. No earthly idea what happened. This one's an older card, so like I get it. You know, there's probably something that I didn't see, but a 7? This one, I don't know what happened at all. I mean, it's slightly off center, left or right, slightly, but not much. There must be a print line on here or something that I didn't see. So these two are duds, complete and utter duds. What can you do? All right. The next group are all of my long-term holds. Very excited. Boom. Travis Kelsey on his way, easily a first ballot Hall of Famer, but now he's trying to get on his way to the Hall of Fame, or sorry, to the GOAT, probably over Tony Gonzalez or, you know, something like that. And it's a Prism, very, you know, it's the brand. Very, 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 very excited about that card. Okay, this isn't worth much, but the idea of it is really great to me. So it's a 10. It's a first Bowman baseball of Russell in his Rockies uniform. Remember, I am from Denver, so I display this next to my Topps rookie football Russell 10 card. I just love the idea of this. It's so fun to me. All right. Now, this one was a shock to me. I thought this would get like a 7 or an 8. But I submitted it in the middle of his MVP season, so I just wanted to submit it for the sake of submitting it. And I got the card relatively cheap. So I'm very happy it came back a mint 9. I'm a massive Joker fan. Massive. I think he's on his way, if not already, the greatest Nugget to ever play, and I'm really pumped about that. Also really pumped about this card. His injury devastates me. He's the best true running back in the entire NFL. And Jonathan Taylor's up there, but Jonathan Taylor does a lot in the receiving game too, and Derrick Henry just mauls people. And what he's done, he was the leader in rushing in the NFL like 2 or 3 weeks after his injury. That's how far ahead he was. I know it's not likely, but I pray that he comes back for, the last game of the season and breaks that 1,000-yard mark. He's only like 20 yards away. So I hope it happens. Really pumped on this. This guy is a surefire Hall of Famer, especially after his second MVP win. Now, I remember researching what the flagship card is, and usually it's never these rookie debuts, but I'm pretty sure on this one it is. The Topps update with him running, I'm pretty sure this is the flagship one right here. Again, super stoked. I love Bryce Harper. He's a great player. He's such a consistent, great player, and he's one of those. He was first overall pick, and he has lived up to it. I mean, he is just phenomenal. All right. These last two are the bangers. Like, my jaw dropped, and I was so excited whenever I saw these grades. I had a pre-grade of a 10 on this one, but I wrote in parentheses, but it's probably not going to happen because this is such a high pop card and an iconic card. I thought PSA would pop control it, but they didn't. They gave it the grade that it deserved. Seriously, when I found this card raw, I was stunned that it existed. I mean, it was in such amazing shape. So I'm so freaking pumped that I have a Jeter Topps flagship 10. I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. So I thought that they would pop control it and somehow find a reason to give it a 9, and maybe they just couldn't. And I couldn't either. Now, this next one is the biggest one in the batch, and ironically, it's not even a 10. So imagine who it is. Give your guesses on who you think it is. I had it as a pre-grade 9 ST, which is a stain. But it came back a true 9. Now, If you have sharp eyes, that's the stain I'm talking about. Right there. See that? Some reason they didn't give it a stain. I didn't say no qualifiers, but because this is a piece, I'm going to keep and collect every single Tom Brady card that I can. I've seen his career from the start. He has been the greatest player in the league for basically my entire life. So I absolutely love Tom Brady. He's freaking phenomenal. And this goes great with my Bowman PSA 8. Hoping to get, some Beckett 9.5s or some PSA 10s of him eventually once I build up to it. But I bought this raw for like $25 off of a guy on Facebook. And he knew, and the reason it was so cheap is because of this. And I guess I got lucky with a generous grader. And so this thing's mine. This is in the PC forever. These two I am just thrilled about. I mean, gosh, you can't ask for a better outcome than this. I'm over the moon. Over the moon, everyone. All right, well, that is this episode of Sports Card Everyman. If you like what you're seeing, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and absolutely comment. I respond to each and every comment. I love chatting with you guys about the hobby. So, let's keep it up, and happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you later.
Skibbity bop.